2, 3. This is my show. I ain't got no music. Yeah. Copyright.
Shed no tear, no woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears.
Oh man, they're dealing with the water. Is this finally Namor? Wow.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Wow. Wow. Man, there's a lot here. Okay. Off the top of my head, usually I like to try to do this with notes. One, I thought the trailer was visually stunning. It was prettier and more cinematic than the original Black Panther, which is obviously a step in a great direction. Maybe this can be one of those great sequels. In my opinion, it doesn't have to do a whole lot to be a great sequel, since though the first Black Panther did its job, I didn't think it was a spectacular movie. Okay, next is the thing I really want to talk about is Namor. All right, I'm a comic book fan. Superman is my first love. I think Batman is the best character in comics. Having said that, though, ever since I was a kid, I was more of a Marvel guy. I won't get into that, you know. It's just the characters are just infinitely more readable for the most part, with the exception of Batman, who is DC, of course. But anyway, so Namor, huge Namor fan. I really like classic Marvel. I'm one of the 7 or so Fantastic Four fans. You know, a lot of characters debuted in that book, including Black Panther and Namor. The whole Wakanda versus Atlantis thing, what they showed of Namor's costume, I thought was beautiful. I think Namor is a character that the MCU really needs. And like I was saying for the reaction to, what did I just react to? Star Trek Picard. I really think that a lot of these IPs are being hurt by the streaming wars, where all these companies, Netflix, Disney, Paramount, they're all just looking for content, greenlighting content, and a lot of the stuff is not very, there isn't a high level of quality. I think this has hurt the Marvel stuff because, you know, Kevin Feige, and Feige we trust. Kevin Feige is still at the helm, and I think he's still in charge of this narrative. But the reason why there's not much of a Phase 4 narrative is because they Marvel Studios and Feige and Disney are trying to pull off Phase 4 while Disney proper is trying to prop up Disney Plus, which means Disney, in my opinion, is saying green light everything. We need every character. We need Hawkeye, and we need Wanda, and we need Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and we need Loki, and we need Ms. Marvel, and it's like we need stuff for this streaming service. And I think all conjecture, they don't invite me to the meetings. I think Kevin Feige is like, well, I don't know if that really fits with the narrative we're trying to, and I think he's just met with silence. And however, on some of these projects, you can still see Feige coming out. Like I believe Hawkeye is one of those things. I believe Captain America and the Winter Soldier is one of those projects. I believe WandaVision pretty much is one of those projects. This looks like something from pre-Endgame Marvel, where they're like, look, this is actually moving the universe forward and not just about Disney Plus. That's the vibe I get from this. I could be biased because of how much I'm looking forward to Mutants, with which Namor is, and just Namor himself, even before Namor was officially a mutant from however long ago that was, 10 years ago. I always thought the character was awesome. Marvel's Aquaman. And he also seems like he's a harbinger for me finally getting the Fantastic Four back, a proper version of the Fantastic Four. But anyway, that's been my reaction to Wakanda Forever. Probably the first Marvel property I've really been excited about since Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. A little about my fandom. I've loved the whole Endgame thing in the Infinity Saga or whatever, and I'm actually surprised that I liked it, because I'm not a cosmic Marvel guy. The most cosmic I get is the coming of Galactus to Earth, Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four. Otherwise, I'm a street level guy. Daredevil, and I like the espionage, international intrigue stuff. So we're talking Captain America, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Black Widow, those characters. Shield, I want Shield back. Can Shield be back in the Captain America TV show? That would be nice. Sword, stuff like that. Hawkeye, those are the things that I like. So things like Thor and dealing with Thanos and the Guardians of the Galaxy, not really my thing. And you know what? While I'm talking about this, one last thing about all this content. And where I've already said before that I think all content is hurt because there are more projects than there are talented people. At the same time, when it comes to these comic book properties, at this point, they're very much like the comic books themselves. I mean, I read comics for a really long time, not as much now, but I never read a Thor or Doctor Strange comic. Like, that's not my thing. It was always kind of cool when they showed up in other books, which is what makes Marvel cool, but I never picked up their book. And at this point, I just want to say to all fans out there, the shows are the same. I wouldn't have read Ms. Marvel, so I didn't watch Ms. Marvel. I don't understand why everybody has to be so up in arms about all of it. If the character doesn't speak to you, just wait for your favorite character. And then when there's the crossover episode or movie or book, just have fun with it. They're just like the comic books at this point. Anyway, that's my reaction. I'm Odium. Thanks for coming back to Hat in the Ring. See you out there.